Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has just arrived and returned to the 100-line Last Defense Academy. If you're a couple behind, or even just one or two, you might want to go back and catch up here because somehow we've ended up onto a romance route where our heart is entangled with Kurata's, Kyoshika's, and Tsubasa's. And it's only been a day since she last saw us, Takumi that is, but she feels shy, like it's been way longer. Right. The movie Kurata put on today was... honestly, who knows? I wasn't paying attention at all. Because... you know how I told you I wasn't sure if I liked you or not?
That was a lie.
Okay, well, you're about to get all caught up.
I like you so much. I can't fool myself anymore. Honestly, you've been on my mind ever since I had that dream. I don't want anyone to take you away. But I know I'm not cute enough.
I know this kind of goes against the rules of the quote-unquote game of this route, but, like, the fact that he's not getting to interact with anyone else at all. I mean, I get it, but, like... how does Hideko feel about all this? Did Smoko just strong armor, or did she just like, all right, this route's fucking fucked, I'm out of here.
Oh.
As you notice, Kurata's pretty serious. I'm not gonna worry about it too much because, you know, this route is clearly going for what it's going for, and we'll see where it goes, and we'll just have fun with it. Which means she seriously likes you. If you let her down, she'll definitely be real hurt. I'm saying you can't let her down, though. Not even telling you to let her down gently, either. Even though we're calling this a game, it's still a game where people's hearts are on the line. That's just how love is, no matter how you slice it. I just wanted to remind you. I've been thinking about what Moko said ever since our meeting. I couldn't find any answers. Do I like Kurata? Could I like her? Will I hurt her? Could I forgive myself if I do? But one thing was for certain, I wanted to be sincere with her. The more I thought about being sincere, I started to get scared of spending time with Kurata. The more time we had together, the harder it made it for me to think about hurting her. I worried that it would just make her pain worse. Was spending time having fun with her in itself insincere? What's the matter? Did something happen? No, not really. Oh, good then. Okay, we're just gonna jump to 35 after a couple days of this, right? Or have a battle real quick to remind what we're fighting for. 17 days left until I decide what happens to my relationship with Kurata. Lately, I've been checking the days left every morning the second I woke up. Our main goal is to keep winning our defensive battles and survive these 100 days. Ah, there it is.
Intruder alert.
Okay, is anyone gonna comment? Damn, it's like the enemy could read my mind. I need to focus solely on the fight now. Off to the war room. Everyone had filtered into the war room one after another after hearing the alarm. Okay, that's everybody. Oh, right, I know we were all out of sorts for a while, but can we go ahead and say Takumi is team leader again starting today? But y'all managed so well without me. You really need me to lead? Apparently, I'd been appointed team leader on day 4. That was just what I was told anyway. I have no recollection of it. Pretending to be humble, are we? This is your first battle since getting back, so lead us like you mean it. He's right, I don't want to have to think for myself. You might be back now, but I'm still the MVP here. Got it, if that's what you guys want. Leader the ladies love. You're just like the hero of a shoujo manga. What? Yes, did I say something weird? Wait, you know about my love life situation? Oh, I didn't mention it. Everybody knows we're running a game to win your heart. This whole thing could cause some serious trouble after all. That's why I thought I'd better share with everyone ASAP. Hey Takumi, I bet that you're gonna get rejected by all of them. Don't go acting all chivalrous. Don't bet on my love life. There's only weight on my mind as I mumbled my retort. As far as I could tell, she didn't seem inclined to join in the conversation about my love life. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking she's more mad that half her polycules is kind of wrapped up in this. Somehow I felt relieved. These invaders sure know how to surprise. See, it would have been I get it. I get it. This is just a quickie route, you know, more or less. I ain't gonna make me woken up by an alarm ring break out. I miss mentally preparing. I miss how mentally prepared we were when the artificial satellite was contacting us. The artificial satellite contacted you? Oh yeah, we didn't tell you. Here we go. Yeah, I guess it's just slipped my mind. In a nutshell, the satellite reached out to Sea Ray ahead of the battles on day 7 and day 8. They told us to be on the lookout because they had information that the invaders would attack on those days. But I guess the enemy must have found out because you haven't aired anything like that since. I see. That didn't happen in my previous 100 days. It was just a little change in trajectory. No need to think too deeply about it, right? So does that mean Hiko really doesn't remember?
Hey!
Well, we're just back to where we started, so don't worry.
Well, we're just back to where we started, so don't worry about it and just give it your all.
Okay, but Hiko's smart enough she could probably just figure it out from there. All right, now's the time. Let's beat these invader freaks to a pulp. Come on. Come on. Load up. Babu bee babu boo babu. You're going. It's Adamakyu. Yeah, he does show up in the 30s usually. Okay, well. Okay. At least in this part of the game, or this side of this.
An offering to my magnificence. I commend you. With this, I am one step closer to becoming a god. God! I will be God!
Wow! Cannibalism!
Hold on, that was awesome.
Why are you happy about it? Wow! Cannibalism! Wow!
She's absorbing her allies' power to get stronger. If we're not careful, we'll just be food for her.
Damn her! We have to stop her here and now. Here goes!
Bow down!
When shoot. You win. Uh-oh. She's not gonna pull the...
And the paragon of hope
the
to inflict such a grave wound on someone as
okay.
great as I seem to have underestimated you. I walk up my guard now. Slowly but surely I will gain power. And when I have it, I'll become God!
With a fearless smile on her face, Vishnu took her leave. Didn't have any time to think about Kurana today. It was the first day in ages where she wasn't front and center in my life. I wonder how she's feeling. I bet they made that cup into merch. 16 days left until I decide what happens to my relationship with Kurata. The moment I woke up, I counted the days as part of my routine. I wonder what I'll decide to do about our situation, and I wonder how the two of us will feel about it once again. I was contemplating questions with no answer until... It's me, I'm coming in. You bet. Today, I'm not gonna overthink. I'm just gonna focus on my time with Kurata. What's with you? You look awful. Are you still tired from yesterday? I feel about the same as always. Anyway, what kind of movie are we watching today? The Osuzuki Cinema is closed today. Huh? Osuzuki Cinema? Wait, that wasn't the part I had questions about. Closed? As such, we'll be going on a date today. I'm not following. Oh my. Ah! What do you think? Well, you look like a tomato in a swimsuit. Was I supposed to tell her she looked good, you asshole? Yes. Is a tomato mask supposed to look good with a swimsuit? I decided to just avoid the subject altogether. Well, that's not right. What's this all about? Why did we abandon our usual routine and go to the pool all of a sudden? I just know you were dropped on your head as a baby. In a nutshell, yes. This is a reward for your hard work yesterday. I get what she's trying to say, but unfortunately, I'm pretty vanilla. What the fuck do you think is about to happen here? I didn't have any niche taste. Like, for example, a preference for girls with tomato mask wearing swimsuits. But I guess it's the sentiment that counts. Thanks, I really appreciate it. You bet. If you decide to have a little fun by yourself tonight, I want you to have a vivid image. You can't say that. I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, I'm here. Kunata immediately turned away from me and started to walk. What now? Enough, just do as I say, and don't you ever delay either. Not in any situation, even if you're on the toilet. I don't even think you'd want that.
What's the meaning of all of this anyway?
What? Did you lose your memory again?
No, I don't understand why you're telling me to lay down and close my eyes. Can you explain what's going on?
You are truly the height of oafish brainlessness. You must be tired from yesterday's fight. All I'm saying is we should take it easy once in a while.
Hey, you've kind of been. All right, well.
Really all this is?
Huh? What do you have to be suspicious of?
I mean, if we're just going to take it easy, we can just rest in our rooms, right?
Commoners truly know nothing of relaxation.
Truly.
There is such a thing as a luxurious first-class way to rest, you know.
Sounds suspicious. Like something out of a cash grab self-help book.
What the hell is that example?
Say whatever you want. I'm going to show you how to really relax. So follow closely and don't take a single step out of line.
Well, if we're gonna relax, it can't hurt to do it with her, I suppose. It won't hurt, right?
Picture this. We're no longer at Last Defense Academy. We're at a resort somewhere. We don't have a thing to worry about. You can hear birds trill in the distance, and every once in a while, a soft breeze caresses your skin. Nothing else exists in this moment. That is all there is.
I'll try to imagine it how Kudara described it. No longer at Last Defense Academy, we're at a resort somewhere. Birds trill in the distance, a soft breeze. Hey, are you going to sleep forever, you idiot? If you don't wake up this instant, I'm going to shave half of your head bald, and you'll look like a greasy metalhead. No, anything but that. You are at the deepest, most relaxed point of your sleep cycle. Now you understand, right? This is the first-class resting technique of the Osuzukis passed down through the generations. Yeah, thanks so much. Somehow my body and soul felt even more refreshed than after a regular night's sleep. I have to hand it to the Osuzukis. Now you'll be able to watch movies with me without letting your mind turn to pointless things, right? Not again. Did you think I didn't notice? You've been completely restless the last few days with me. Like your mind was elsewhere or something was worrying you. So I invited you out today to help you rest. Of course, you're part of rewarding you for your hard work as days still too. If, perhaps, possibly, you're worried about whether or not you'll hurt me. But I don't want you to worry about that in the least. It's disrespectful, actually. I have to hand it to the Osuzukis. No, that's not quite right. I have to hand it to Karara. Nothing gets by her. I can't keep anything from you. Do I like Kudara? Will I choose her? Or, well, I don't know yet, but I feel like I finally understand how to approach her. Actually, I think she just showed me how. In a swimsuit. Sleeping. Moko time. It's Moko time. What happened yesterday seemed to give me some kind of closure. Today, I'll be able to face Kurata again. I was feeling reassured when...
Hey!
Knock, knock. Anyone home?
Ah!
Takumi, you're in there, right? Today's day 35, a multiple of 5, which means I have a meeting with Moko. Meeting Moko Majiro.
Well,
Magnificently.
how's the romance going? Did you confront your feelings?
Yay, the glasses are back.
I sure did.
I reported everything that happened the past 5 days to Moko. I told her I was scared of potentially hurting Kurata with my answer. I told her that my fear made it hard for me to fully face Kurata when I spent time with her. I told her that I felt prepared now, thanks to Kurata's help.
Oh!
I see. Wow, the ups and downs of youth. Alright. I'm gonna guess when you confess, you just get an ending there. So I think I'm just gonna go through this one, you know. I mean, I guess we'll find out after Kurata. But yeah, that's gonna be my plan. We still got a ways to go though. If it really is gonna have us go through each day. Just listening to it puts a thrill in a girl's heart. I'm talking about it like you're watching a drama. Well, you kind of are now that I think about it. That's right, I probably wouldn't be having so much fun if it was my life.
Hey!
Remember that if the shoe ever ends up on the... Remember that if the shoe ever ends up on the other foot. Oh, there better be an option to end up with Moko at the end of this. That would be great. I'm just saying, I do kind of love that kind of scenario where the matchmaker ends up with one of the matchmakees. I think that's adorable and it can be really fun. Speaking of which, what is it? What about you, Moko? Have you ever... Have you ever been in love? I figure you must have plenty of experience since you volunteered to be game master. Moko snorted and looked off into the distance as she continued. You want to know if I have ever been in love? I thought I was in love once. I was like, oh my god, I'm in the absolute throes of passionate romance right now. This happened over and over and over and over. Looking back, maybe I've never truly been in love. That's how I see it now anyway. Alright, yeah, so yeah. At the end of this, after rejecting all of them, you're going to tell Moko you love her. Wow. I'll be very cross with this route if that isn't an option. Rejoice, for I have come. Why? I'm going back to them watching movies now. Is that right? Yeah, you know it. Okay, then let's get right to it, because I love movies. I was all fired up for some reason. All I was doing was watching movies with Kurata, just having a good time, and yet I was feeling somewhat positive, knowing that we were back in a good place. I felt like I'd be finally able to... I'd be able to finally spend time with... Excuse me. I felt like I'd be able to finally spend some real quality time with Kurata. The movie Kurata put on today was frankly a moronic B-movie. 3 hopeless, stupid teen boys with zero experience with girls were competing to see who could be the first to pull a woman. Uh-oh. But they had no hope of smoothly working over a girl. The harder they tried, the worse they fumbled their chances until eventually the local bad boys had it out for them. Sigh. Boys are the dumbest creatures alive. Is sex the only reason they do anything? Cavemen would be nothing to live for if it weren't for your hormones. These guys were definitely stupid, but aren't you being a little extreme? I don't think so. Anyone can tell it applies universally. I bet you're treating your body like an amusement park ride every night. That's conclusive and irrefutable proof of how dumb boys are. Excuse me? Why do you all insist on acting like you're not filthy animals when the whole world knows you're depraved? I can't stand how nasty you all are. Yeah, just go and demonstrate it for me how repulsive boys are. Go ahead and debase yourself. It's natural to you. I'll observe closely, just for you. Hey, you can't just joke like that. It's acting like you're beholden to common sense. Ridiculous, you're a boy after all. In elementary school, they research which letter of the alphabet is the most curvaceous and sexy. In middle school, they act like entering 5800 age in their calculators is the height of achievement, and then in the next grade, they add a 1 and a 3 to it. And in high school, they calculate the day their parents conceived them by counting backward from their birthday. And I can tell you've done all of the above. I mean, yeah, but don't make it weird. Takumi, what the fuck? I realized a second too late that was probably the wrong response. But more importantly, I mean, you're one to talk. Excuse me, are you lashing out and trying to humiliate me like a girl would? What a shameful common mindset. You think you could hurt me like that? No, you're right. Guys are despicable idiots, but why do you know so much about us despicable idiots? What? What are you getting at? You have such vast and specific knowledge of worthless, gross boys, which means you're interested in them. Which shows you like them. Ooh. No. Yes, if us boys are filthy insects, then that makes you a bug expert. I love dumb, nasty boys so much. You can't get enough. This fucking... Got her. That was the plan anyway. I did humiliate myself a little in the process. Today, I was supposed to get a fresh start, to truly face Kuroda again. I had myself convinced I was going to finally be able to spend some quality time together with her, but is this really how it was supposed to be? I didn't really have to think about it. There was no chemistry between us. But even so, I really do have a room temperature IQ. Same to you. Things just felt right. This is how it's supposed to be, you know? Day 37. The movie Kuroda put on today was a cheesy boxing movie. A delinquent young man loses a fight for the first time and falls into the world of boxing as a result. He started learning to box to get his revenge, but over time he came to enjoy it, falling in love with the sport itself. Or something. I felt like I'd seen this story before, but it was pretty intense. The sight and sound of the impact as the glove connected with the opponent's jaw had me gasping.
What is he doing? He clearly should have hit him with a right hook.
Come to think of it, Kuroda knows a thing or two about boxing. Maybe that's why she seemed more absorbed in the movie than I was. Yeah, that's it. Give it to him. Okay, so this is one of those moments where you're watching the one you're watching the movie with instead of the movie itself. I see how you're working, Takumi. I get it. The protagonist's opponent was knocked straight to the floor. It didn't seem like the movie was quite over yet, but Kuroda was so excited she started to shout. There we go. Yeah. You're way too emotionally invested. Why are you commenting like that? Excuse me, you're just pretending not to be invested. Giving a winner their accolades is one of the most time-honored acts of courtesy in all of history. Hey, I didn't say I didn't like it. All that matters is that Kuroda is having fun. Oh, wow. After the match, the protagonist embraces the heroine and they kiss. It wasn't anything intense that would be awkward to watch with family. It was a completely normal kiss, totally commonplace, just like the one we shared in our dreams. I felt strangely tense. But why? Maybe I was worried that this would somehow lead to something actually happening. Ooh, maybe I was worried she could tell I was thinking about that dream. I wasn't sure why, but I definitely could feel my pulse speeding up in my veins.
Makes you think about that dream, doesn't it?
Sure does.
I could tell from the slight waver in her voice that she was nervous too. I guess it's only natural. Anyone would be nervous after having a dream like that and then seeing it play out in a movie. But still, would my heart be racing like this if it was Kuroda beside me? It's entirely possible that she's the reason I feel like this, right? I sure wish someone could figure this out for me. Things would be easier if someone could peer inside my head and tell me exactly how I feel about Kuroda. Well, you are in luck, Takumi Sumino, because that is what I am here for. Or Moko, maybe. One of you got one of us.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 38th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Man, it's gonna be such a tonal 180 when we finally get back to what was really going on.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
The movie Kuroda put on today was, in one word, horrible. It dragged on forever and it was boring. It was erotic, gory, and incomprehensibly philosophical. The plot was way too complicated. It was probably something Takumi would like. Yet I still held on in the hopes that if I watched it until the very end, I might actually get something out of it. I wonder if this is commenting about something specific. Instead, I got an unsatisfying, vague ending. Watching so many movies together, I figured Kurata and I just didn't have similar tastes, but we were on the same page when it came to our feelings about this one. Garbage, trash, 0 stars, bargain bin, waste of film. The absolute worst the industry has to offer. I completely agree. Completely sapped the life out of me just watching it. I have no idea how this movie was received, but even if the critics raved about it at the time, I personally will never let the producer who gave this film the green light or the director live this down. If I ever cross paths with them in the future, I'm going to tear into them with the nastiest, most caustic critique anyone's ever heard. I'd just like to point out, it would be interesting because these movies are all ones that either C-Ray made or are from the real artificial satellite, if it really is real. You know, we've talked about it before, but there are some interesting possibilities of things going on in that area, you know? Like, what if things contradict their view of the world, you know? I mean, all their stories have luckily matched up, and maybe that was in the programming, but you never know. Please chew them out for the both of us. I thought something was off from the very start, too. Even the credit font was beyond lane. Everyone knows God is in the details. Well, if this movie taught me anything at all, it's that the details give away exactly how horrible something is, too. What is the title even supposed to mean, anyway? The two of us tore apart the movie from its most obvious flaws to our smallest nitpicks, to trying to regain the time we'd wasted watching it. By the end, I was starting to feel a little guilty for laying into it so hard. Maybe the director had to film it because of a contract and didn't really want to put it out there. Besides, we're not even riffing on the movie itself anymore, we're just making assumptions about their personal life. Who are we to act like we know anything about their strength of character? You dummy, don't get all wimpy on me now. That director and producer are persona non grata for this garbage. They should apologize to us, no, the whole world, for tainting the world with this trash. Who's going to make them pay if we can't stick to our guns? We're in trouble. Come to the cafeteria right away. Really? Moko burst into my room without ringing the doorbell. Huh? What happened? Where's the fire? If this isn't serious, I'll never forgive you. We're trying to deal with a matter that concerns the well-being of the entire world here. Zomi collapsed. Just hurry. Uh-oh. Kurata's probably closer to us than she was Nozomi, huh? When Kurata arrived at the cafeteria, everyone was there except Nozomi. Moko immediately began to explain what happened. Kinda early for the rejection symptoms, though. Anyway, just minutes ago, Moko and Nozomi had been eating in the cafeteria when suddenly Nozomi started to get clammy and sweaty. She collapsed and fell unconscious. Yugamo examined her, but couldn't figure out the cause. Right now, Nozomi was sleeping in her room. I instantly knew what it was. Rejection symptoms. I told them that Nozomi had gotten the power of cryptic loban through a different experiment than the rest of us, and that her rejection symptoms were taking time bomb, but I wasn't sure why I kicked in so long. Wait, but maybe coming back from the future stimulating him out of there. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. I only knew this. Alright, hold on, I'll go back. Rejection symptoms. I told them that Nozomi had gotten the power of cryptic loban through a different experiment than the rest of us, and that her rejection symptoms were taking time bomb. But I wasn't sure why they'd kicked in so early. It took longer last time. Maybe coming back. That's probably right. I knew it to be done. Just one issue. I only knew this because it was my first time living it out. I couldn't tell them that. I couldn't let them know about the time travel for their own sakes. But there was no way I'm just going to let Nozomi succumb to this, which means I might know how we can help her. Am I? What does that mean? I had a dream about it. I decided to lie. A dream? Our dream about her collapsing like this. In my dream, she absorbed hemoanima to restore her health. But then if we get her to absorb it like she did in your dream... How utterly unrealistic. It was just a dream after all. But my dream was faded. It will be reality soon. It's possible Takumi has truly developed the ability to tell the future with his dreams. Shut up, you! You're just complicating things. But if Takumi's dream is right, that means we can bring her back to normal with hemoanima. In other words, we can't do anything until the invaders show up. Nozomi's gonna have to suffer until the invaders attack? Absolutely not. That's too horrible. No, we'll be the ones making it attack. Where would we attack them? At their relay station. They go to their main base to relay station before they attack the school. I saw it in my dream. I could lead us there. I see. I would have been hesitant to make a move on their main base, but if we're going to attack a relay station, that's a different story. Hold it! Why are we just assuming Takumi's dream was a premonition? It's entirely possible we could go to this place he saw and there wouldn't be anything there. No, they definitely have a relay station. I've never been, but I know where it is. You mean Takumi really can predict the future with his dreams? It sure seems like he did this time, if nothing else.
Yeah!
Alright, that all we gotta do is get over the relay station.
I'm not sure about that.
Huh?
It is the duty of the Special Defense Unit to protect the school. What happens if there's an attack while you're away? It's just too risky. According to your dream, Karafuji will get better if she absorbs enemy Hinoanima, right? Then why not just wait for the next enemy attack? There's no guarantee Nozomi can hold out that long. You can't benefit from the Revive-O-Matic if you leave. In fact, it's more likely you'll suffer further casualty. It might be true, actually. It's way too dangerous to fight a commander outside the school.
And how about a task force? Like when we went to Last Defense Academy. It would let us diminish the risk.
Yes, that would prevent us from getting completely wiped out, but that's all. If you want to talk risk management, it would compromise the task force's chance of success.
Well,
Shumino, you understand, right? Now is not the time to take risks. The enemy could strike at any moment. All we have to do is deal with you when it happens. You trust me as your commanding officer tasked with defending the school, right? Theory was making plenty of sense, but... Knew I'd met you before. Oh, we're finally bringing this back. I'll go by myself. I know how to help her. There's no way I'm just going to just leave her like this. You're that determined. You're ready to do whatever it takes to defend her. Is this what you do for someone who's just a friend? Who is Kirafuji to you, Shumino? She's not just a friend. She's an essential member of our team. Takumi, you have touched my heart with your words. I'll go with you. We can't abandon Nozomi. Then I'm coming too. This is just what I need to sober up after my energy drink bender. What? I'm going too. As Nozomi's friend and part of the second to last Defense Academy team, I can't just sit around and do nothing. Everybody, Minna! Sir, surely your task force is acceptable, yes? If it's the relay station I'm thinking of, it's possible to go there and come back in less than a day. Fine, but just 4 of you, plus Kirafuji for a total of 5, okay? You'll let us do this? It seems pointless to try and stop you. Just make sure you're fully prepared before you go. Got it. We'll start getting ready tomorrow morning and leave at night. We should be able to get to the base on day 40, then we'll return on day 41. That should be fine, right?
Yeah.
Promise me you won't do anything reckless. Your #1 main objective is defending the school. We absolutely cannot afford any losses. Right, I should send Nigo with you. Nigo, provide them with support. I'm a little scared, but yes, sir. Okay, task force members, meet up in the parking lot tomorrow night. Got it, I'll bring Nozomi. Let's call it a day. It's already late. All right, we'll check in with them tomorrow, citizens. For now, I'm afraid this is going to have to be farewell.